Welcome to Inger Rockmit's YouTube channel. Today's explainer is absolutely fascinating. We're diving into some fresh data that signals a massive foundational shift in how we actually build technology. Looking at the top trending GitHub repositories for the week of June 14th to the 21st, one thing becomes crystal clear. The AI ecosystem just hit a major inflection point. We're not talking about weekend side projects anymore. We are literally watching software development evolve right before our eyes.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, the AI agent inflection point. Second, curing AI design slop. Third, smarter coding and review. Fourth, automating real-world applications. Fifth, the open-source video revolution. And finally, number 6, the future of engineering. Let's get right into it.
Starting with Section 1, the AI agent inflection point.
The big takeaway here, the agent skills movement has gone mainstream. We've officially moved way beyond those simple AI autocomplete wrappers or basic chat interfaces. The top repositories this week are all telling the exact same story. We've entered this new era of highly capable, structured, and professional AI agents. Developers aren't just looking for a brainstorming buddy anymore. They are demanding tools that act as reliable, heavy-lifting engineering partners.
Which brings us to Section 2, curing AI design slop.
Okay, so we've all seen it, what developers are calling AI slop. Those overly rounded corners, predictable color palettes, just standard boring spacing. Well, to fight back against that, there's this incredible repository called Hallmark, and it takes a super strict approach. It actively refuses to output those statistically likely generic patterns. How? By forcing the AI's design through 57 distinct automated test gates. It literally makes the AI check its own work against 20 completely different themes before presenting anything. It's basically a hard-coded refusal to produce mediocre machine-generated layouts.
And building perfectly on that idea, we have a repo called UI Skills. So while Hallmark acts as a bouncer blocking bad designs, this massive UI Skills repository is more like an explicit training manual for your AI agent. You just load it straight into your terminal, and suddenly your agent gets access to this comprehensive, battle-tested design system handbook. It actively teaches the AI how to pull off specialized tasks like motion design and baseline UI. It guides the agent step by step toward producing genuine production-quality visual engineering. It's brilliant.
Moving on to Section 3, smarter coding and review.
Under the hood, the tooling is fundamentally shifting. Take OpenAI's newly trending Codex repository, for example. This is completely changing the local development game. Instead of relying on heavy, slow Python runtimes that eat up resources, Codex operates as a lightweight, lightning-fast Rust binary right there in your local terminal. And the best part? It uses your existing ChatGPT plan. No extra API keys, no surprise billing at the end of the month. It's just a fast, autonomous agent operating right on your file system.
And speaking of efficiency, how about a 528 times reduction in token consumption? Yeah, 528x. That massive leap comes from a project called Code Review Graph. Usually people just naively dump their entire code base into the AI's context window, which wastes a ton of tokens and money. But this tool builds an abstract syntax tree of your code to map out the exact blast radius of a change, so it only sends the AI the specific files that are genuinely relevant to the pull request. Honestly, that is just incredibly smart engineering.
But look, efficiency is only half the battle. You also need discipline. Enter the Matt Pocock Skills repository. This one forces your AI to adopt a strict scientific debug loop. Instead of letting the model just blindly guess at the root cause of a bug, which we all know it loves to do, this still makes the agent formulate a hypothesis, test the possibilities, and then systematically eliminate root causes one by one. It's literally the scientific method applied to AI debugging, guaranteeing repeatable and reliable results.
Then we have Deep Tutor, an open-source AI learning companion that approaches memory in a really fascinating way. It uses an elegant 3-layer system. First, it captures raw interaction traces. Then, it summarizes those traces into context. And finally, it synthesizes all of that into an interconnected knowledge graph. So it doesn't just spit out answers, it acts as a lifelong learning companion that genuinely remembers your specific learning style and adapts to you over time.
Let's pivot slightly for Section 4, automating real-world applications.
Historically, AI has been pretty terrible at handling corporate documents, right? Well, Office CLI represents a massive productivity unlock. It's a single binary that allows an AI agent to natively manipulate Word, Excel, and PowerPoint files completely from the terminal. It does this using the Model Context Protocol, which securely connects AI to your local tools. The agent can even render the document to HTML or PNG to visually verify its own work. And the kicker? All of this happens with 0 Microsoft Office licenses or installations required. Absolute game changer. Meanwhile, over in the financial sector, we're seeing Vibe Trading. This repository lets you orchestrate a massive multi-agent financial desk using plain English. You can literally just type, backtest a Bitcoin moving average strategy, and a deployed team of 30 specialized preset agents will jump into action. It hooks into 19 free market data sources, utilizes 87 built-in finance skills, and runs 461 quantitative alpha factors, which are basically complex signals used to predict price movements. It takes sophisticated quantitative research right out of the walled gardens of Wall Street and drops it onto your local machine.
And if you're looking to deploy solutions fast, the awesome LLM apps repository is absolutely exploding right now. It gives you over 100 clonable, production-ready AI templates. One of my personal favorites in there is Project Graveyard, an AI agent that autopsies your failed side projects and tells you exactly why they died. But it's also packed with serious business apps, like fraud investigation agents. The explosive growth of this repo proves that developers are done building from scratch. They want tested, working templates that solve real business problems right now.
All right, Section 5, the open source video revolution.
The #1 trending project of the week is called OpenCut, and it's aggressively positioning itself as the premier alternative to proprietary software like CapCut. But it is so much more than just a video editor. It boasts a high-performance Rust core across all platforms, a TypeScript front-end for developer productivity, a headless mode for automated batch rendering, and, this is the big one, a built-in MCP server. That means OpenCut is a fully programmable production platform. AI agents can connect directly to it, trim clips, apply effects, and assemble entire videos just from a single natural language prompt.
The response to this has been absolutely staggering. We're talking over 76,000 stars on GitHub. The data speaks for itself here. The community is incredibly hungry for professional open-source video tools that they can truly own, trust, and modify, without having to compromise on features or give up their privacy.
Finally, Section 6, the future of engineering.
So, what do all 10 of these distinct repositories tell us? Ultimately, we are witnessing the end of vibe coding. The days of just throwing a messy prompt at an LLM and hoping for the best, those are over. We're entering a real era of genuine engineering craftsmanship. It's real software engineering now, with AI acting as a capable, structured, and reliable partner, one that is guided by strict testing gates, scientific debug loops, and professional design systems.
Which brings us to our final question to leave you with today. Are you building with AI, or is AI building for you? The barrier to entry to build incredible software has literally never been lower, yet the quality of what is being built has never been higher. As these agents fully integrate into our terminals, our documents, and our video editors, you really have to examine your own daily workflow. Are you actively directing and building alongside AI, commanding these multi-agent teams with precision? Or are you just sitting back and letting AI churn out generic slop for you? It is an incredible time to be a developer, but the choices you make today will absolutely define your craft tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep exploring.